Hi, I'm Joey.T.Cartoon.P, and I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is that I'm Catholic, and by the time I put this online, Lent will be over and I can eat meat again. But the bad news is that this is the last episode of the Batman Chronicles in the Cartoon Palooza.
Can I get a hell yeah? Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. We shut the town on these clowns, and I get a witness. Hell yeah! Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. We shut this down on these clowns, and I get a witness. Hell yeah!
So, in keeping up with the theme of Batman in the Batman Chronicles, we're going to take a look at a show that's actually still on the air. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Now, I am going to judge this from a couple of episodes I've seen, and beforehand, the animation from the promos looks pretty good, but I'm kind of iffy about the style. Why are they going to go back to that old filmation look? I don't know. I honestly don't know how they're going to be able to pull this. They did it. They actually did it. The creators of this show actually made the look of the old Golden Age Batman comics work. So, this series has the Batman. Note, this isn't the dark and gritty Batman we've seen in recent films and show, but the lighthearted Batman that can punch through bowling balls into dust and use his utility belt that's convenient to the plot all the time as he teams up with, oh my god, is that the Blue Beetle? Oh my god, they got the Blue Beetle in this show! This is amazing! It's amazing! Okay. Alright, and he teams up with other heroes like, oh my god, is that Plastic Man? They got Plastic Man! Does he turn into household objects with his signature yellow and red suit? Yes, he does! Yes, he does! Where's my issue of Ultimate Spider-Man? Oh my god, I'm having a nerdgasm. Oh, I'm having a nerdgasm. Oh, this is amazing. So, if you haven't guessed, this show features Batman teaming up with B-class heroes from the DC universe that fans like myself would have wanted to see have a decent appearance. Actually, The Brave and the Bold in the title is a reference to a series DC published a while back. This is where heroes would team up and go on adventures, kind of like Marvel team up. However, this was done in a day when having other heroes in alternate storylines actually meant something. It's pretty much impossible to have a mainstream superhero comic where the hero isn't the focus. So the animation's good, the jazzy soundtrack's fun to listen to, and it definitely feeds my inner geek. So, what are the cons? Oh, that's a stupid joke. Well, when I watched the first episode, I've noticed the story begins with a small adventure, which follows Batman teaming up with a hero who has a flaw, then gets him into trouble. The side hero overcomes the flaw and saves the day with Bat. After that, the next episode features the same things but with a different partner. After that, the next episode features the same thing but with a different partner. And before we get into the last episode, let's hope Batman decides to hang the cowl and appear as Bruce Wayne. No. It's the same thing as the last episode but with a different partner. You starting to see the formula? Once you do notice this, you start to lose your patience just a little. But as I mentioned before, the episodes has a focus on the main partner's flaw that leads to the main complex. So in essence, Batman, in Batman the Brave and the Bold, really isn't the star. Blue Beetle is a kid who has to overcome the unpredictable capabilities his suit contains, and Plastic Man for his past as a criminal, and other heroes like Red Tornado, Aquaman, Green Arrow, and Atom, and so forth. So other than Batman playing the role of leader and helping the partner through his struggle, there really isn't that much discovery in the Batman mythos. Just once I got to see him as Bruce Wayne in a flashback, but there are barely any episodes where Batman's stories come to play. There was an episode I did see that featured Robin, and yes, keeping up with the old comics, wears the classic green Speedo. One episode, the Joker manages to get magic powers, which he uses to repeatedly kill Batman and bring him back to life, only to kill him again. And yet I don't really care. One of my favorite villains is committing the crime of the century, and yet I really don't care about it. Why is Batman getting top billing in this show? My guess is since Batman's DC's poster boy, they wanted to attach him to this project featuring lesser-known DC characters. Take, for example, Plastic Man. If you've watched the pilot on YouTube, you'll see that it had the potential for a really good show, but it didn't get picked up. However, if you put him next to Batman, then the character has dollar signs appear in his eyes. So now for the final consensus. Computer? Thank you. Batman the Brave and the Bold is an interesting mashup of adventures and comic book references that will keep the interest of DC fans to the most hardcore ones. While the stories are formulaic and Batman really isn't the star of the show, the animation and color scheme is visually engaging to hold your attention for an episode or two. As a show, it might get pretty grating to watch during a marathon. However, as far as superhero shows on television go, yuck. I'd say it's worth watching. I'm Joey.T.Cartoon.P, and unfortunately as the Batman Chronicles come to an end, you still have the chance to be in one of my videos. Just take a look at this link right here to find out more. Until then, I'm Joey.T.Cartoon.P, and thanks for watching this episode of the Cartoon Palooza.
Hip-hop is in a state of 911, so let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around, what is this? Must be a circus in town. We shut this shit down on these clowns, and I get a witness. Hell yeah! Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around, what is this? Must be a circus in town. We shut this down on these clowns, and I get a witness. Hell yeah! We gotta move fast, gotta perform miracles.